was a weird end of the day. Ding ding. Futures dying in after hours. Well, I'm glad I hedged, I guess. SPX red day. Is Popcorn Trader losing his mind right now? 400% of my first 5 minutes to expiry. I guess that's an addiction now. Yep. Welcome to the club. Big Green Palantir, do they have earnings today? They do. Well, futures kind of held the trend from this morning and rejected off it into close. Not really a great look for the bulls going into tomorrow, but possibly a better day than they had today with less data. So maybe we'll see a bit of easing overnight in yields. But this is all pressuring the bulls quite a lot. I mean, not only the Dixie going up and yields going up, but the pressure that applies to volatility demand probably makes it very hard to sustain their current overweight short vol positions, right? This is going to be probably an ongoing issue over the next couple of days. I do think they're going to continue to try to stabilize this range as much as they can, but the best bet may be to let it fail a bit and try to bounce it back later in the week. We'll see. Obviously, we have a little bit of international data overnight. We'll see how that affects the dollar, and we'll see if in the next session yields continue to rise. But right now, yeah, that's definitely pressuring any ability to pump this to the upside, and they did try there for a bit, and basically just gave up pretty quickly. That's probably not a very good sign. They definitely didn't try to push as hard as they did last Friday. So I'll take a look at the options data tonight, and I'll update you guys as always. Broad commodities down pretty hard. China had a rough night last night, especially in their like mid and small caps, lots of which are where their commodity demand is driven from. So this kind of drop makes sense today, even if it is maybe a little excessive. Yields up, dollar up, both very strong moves. We've got the 10-year floating around 4.166. We got the 20-year almost back to 4.5. Financial conditions are rapidly tightening, and per the sluice report today, credit conditions are as well. So this is kind of what I talked about at the beginning of this year. As soon as it became clear that rate cuts were off the table, we were going to start to see funds lean back into the carry trade and tighten those financial conditions. And we're seeing a lot of leverage pushed back into the carry trade. We've got volatility almost at a positive yield again. For the first time since Jan 8th. Well, I guess a little bit on Jan 17th, but I expect this to continue to be driven up. There shouldn't be any meaningful change in rates out of the Fed or Bank of Japan until March, April. So that gives them some time to really tighten up conditions. And this will probably mean a slow decline in indexes over the next month and a half, until we approach that period where we start to get ready to close the BTFP, and we might start to get more volatility in that window. Correlation actually reversed today after breaking down quite a bit on Friday's big move to the upside. However, it is still more positively correlated than it was through all of the last couple of weeks. I would expect that we'll continue to see that turnaround as volatility on indexes picks up. But that is kind of strange given today closed down, and I guess VIX closed down as well. So maybe just a sign of the amount of volatility shorting today. Looks like move picked up. I think it's been enough time since close that's accurate. So a little bit of a spike in bond volatility. Also something which kind of pressures the carry trade. Skew still at 160.02. No change there from last week. I don't think that's accurate. And yeah, so we noted last Friday that this had dropped. It's still lower than last week's close, but it's at negative 50.72 now, which is a little bit more in line with the prior week, and this appears to be moving up. So if short vol increases, we should see this correlation continue to become a little bit more negative as the week goes on, but we'll see if they can keep vol under wraps over the next couple days. It could be very hard with yields doing what they're doing. I think that's pretty much it, I guess. Yeah, and any any of the pickles picks that aren't fully resolved today, I'll cover those tonight. So any changes I see on yesterday's pickle picks, I'll try to update you guys on tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Congratulations to all of you guys that played the down and up. For those of you that just bought calls this morning and overheld them, good job getting back out of them. Hopefully more kind of wide price action over the next few days as the near term gamma falls off the chain. So we should get bigger and bigger moves, which, as long as you're on the right side of them, tend to be more profitable. So should be a good week. Thank you all so much. Have a great night, guys. Later.